I guess you can't win them all, right? Let's just ask Cathie Woods the question. This article is coming from Business Insider. Cathie Woods, ARK Invest sold most of its Nvidia stake just before the chipmaker kicked off a rally that added $500 billion in market value. So Cathie Woods, ARK Invest is probably wishing it didn't sell nearly 1 million shares of Nvidia between October and today, following the chipmaker's massive year-to-date surge of more than 160%. The active investor manager, who has owned Nvidia on and off since the flagship fund's inception in 2014, missed out on massive gains as it started to pare down its position in Nvidia, heading into a 52-week low in mid-October. Since ARK Invest's first sale on October 5th, when it held 1.3 million shares of Nvidia across all of its ETFs, the stock has soared 190% and added $620 billion to its market value. By late November, Nvidia owned just over 500,000 shares of the company. Rough calculations by Insider suggest ARK Invest left more than $200 million in potential profits on the table when it sold down its Nvidia stake throughout the end of the year. In February, Wood said ARK's wave of Nvidia sales was in part because of its valuation was very high and that it was consolidating its portfolio into higher conviction names. Woods is instead counting on UPath for ARK's invest exposure to AI, which is the second largest position across all of its ETFs. Meanwhile, Tesla remains ARK Invest's top holding, which is also working on AI to help enable its self-driving technology. Despite the hype in AI this year, these two stocks have only captured some of the year-to-date gains seen across the space. Shares of UPath are up just 14% year-to-date, while Tesla stock is up an impressive 500%. So kind of recapping, this is showing what Cathie Woods did on 11/9. So at the time, she had owned 800,000 shares before selling it at the bottom in November. Her biggest sale was on November 9th when she sold Nvidia at $137. Again, she had bought the shares on the 8th of August at 182, so she sold for a loss. Trade on 11/9, she sold 323,000 shares of Nvidia. These were her other sales and a couple of buys. So if we go to the chart, let's go back to the infamous date. And she sold around here. Now, Cathie Woods is a visionary who invests in disruptive technologies, but has she been a technical analyst, she would have seen that probably was the wrong time to buy. So it bottomed in October, had a rallying price, basing candle, and then a rally. At a close above the weekly downtrend line. Usually when you have a close above a trend line, likes to retest it. Here was the trade. That was where you had weekly buyers. And it was off to the races. And I do mean off to the races. So ARK K was down yesterday. Let's just see how it's doing overall. Here we go. I bet your price would be a lot higher if she was still in her Nvidia stake. All right. Nevertheless, it appears price has bottomed at $30. You have let's just do this. You have support now at the $35 level. Price is currently at $39.32. Just want to see what the monthly chart looks like. Yeah, you got these wicks indicating selling pressure. This is the daily chart. Yeah. I don't know about ARK. Okay. Now, out of curiosity, let's look at the U path. Let's see if that's doing any better. That sold off on earnings. I must have did a video on UPath some months ago. Obviously, the weekly buyers level at 1350 did not work out. Well, it did, right? Just because it closes below doesn't mean that the level does not work out. You know, that was good for, I don't know, 2-to-1 trade before earnings. So price dipped back into the buyers level, and then it's off to the races again. Let's go to the weekly chart just to kind of see what we're dealing with. All right. So price is at $16 right now. It's going to have issues getting through the $17, $18 level. I don't even know what the company does, but obviously Cathie thought UPath was a better opportunity than Nvidia. Not only was she wrong, but many Wall Street analysts were wrong as well, as they are recalculating their valuations on Nvidia. Targets on Nvidia are anywhere between $400 and $500. It's not too late to get in. Wait for a pullback. We're only in the second inning. This is a decade-long story. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Please like the video.